Hello again. It's a three-way split with the weather today. Across the south, it's largely dry and mild, but predominantly dull. And then across the north, through Scotland and Northern Ireland in particular, some sunshine, but it is quite blustery, and there are a few showers. And in central areas, so parts of northern England and Wales, we do have some thick cloud and some outbreaks of rain, staying fairly soggy here. Three-way split being caused by this weather front slicing across the UK, tied into what was a very deep area of low pressure that brought some very strong winds across the far north of Scotland through the night. They're easing away, but staying blustery here with showers over the Highlands and the Western Isles, but the bulk of Scotland, Northern Ireland, dry and bright. So there's that central zone with that weather front bringing soggy conditions from Lancashire across to Yorkshire and down into North and West Wales too. Further south, most places dry, but it is a bit drizzly at times, especially over the hills in the southwest. Some brightness across East Anglia. It is mild here, however, temperatures well above average, getting into the teens in places. Further north, closer to average, but we do have some sunshine, feeling pretty chilly, I imagine, under that zone of wet weather across northern England, north and west Wales, which will continue into the evening before slowly ebbing southwards. So turning damp through this evening through South Wales, parts of the Midlands, before that rain does tend to fizzle out through the early hours. Something a bit dry then, developing across northern England, staying fine for southern Scotland, Northern Ireland overnight, but more rain will return to the far northwest where it'll stay fairly breezy. Temperatures could, in some rural spots across northern England, southern Scotland, dip close to freezing, but certainly most towns and cities staying above freezing and well above across the south. So a mild but fairly grey, murky old day here on Tuesday. Rain and drizzle at times through South Wales and southern England, parts of the Midlands too. Rain and drizzle should peter out, so generally the afternoon looking dry but staying fairly glum. Brighter skies for northern England, certainly compared to today. And again, much of southern Scotland, Northern Ireland dry and fine, but there will be rain over the Highlands of Scotland and at times over the Northern and the Western Isles where it stays fairly blustery. Temperature-wise, well, again, single figures across the north, perhaps a touch milder than today. Further south, maybe a touch cooler, but still temperatures here well above average for the time of year, 11 or 12 Celsius. Through Tuesday evening, not a great deal of change. It stays fairly murky across the south. We'll have a bit more rain coming into the far northwest, otherwise largely dry. And largely dry sums up the rest of the week, really, because high pressure is moving in. This chunky area of high pressure just ambling northwards. This weather front will bring some patchy rain across parts of northern Britain for a time on Wednesday, but the high bumps that out of the way by Thursday and sits across the country for Friday and probably beyond into the weekend. High pressure usually means dry weather, but it does look as if this one will be fairly cloudy, which means quite gloomy this time of year. An increasing chance of seeing some stubborn fog patches, especially from Friday onwards. More details on that over the next few days, of course. And if you want more, the best way is to follow us across social media.